Disassembling and Assembling a System Unit by Elaine Domaycos. Hi, this is Elaine Domaycos, and today I'm going to teach you how to disassemble and assemble a system unit. But first, let me tell you what is the meaning of disassemble and assemble. Disassembling is to take something apart, and assembling means to put something together. Now, to disassemble a system unit, you need to follow these steps. 1. Unplugging. The first thing we have to do is unplug every cable that's plugged into computer. Here's the following cables that you should unplug: power cable, USB cable, firewire cable, mouse, keyboard, network or internet cable, Ethernet cable, modem cable, VGA cable, and audio cable. 2. Outer shell or casing. First off, we have to unscrew the 4 screws on the back of the computer. Once the screws are removed, we can remove the side panels. Just like the side panels, the top panel slides off. System fan. System fan is located at the back side of the computer, the side with all the component plugins. First, unplug the fan from the motherboard. The system fan should be labeled SYS_FANI. Unscrew the fan from the outside. You should now be able to lift the fan out of the PC. 3. Hard drive. You need to remove the hard drive and you must be very careful not to drop it as it is very delicate. 4. SATA power connector. You need to remove the SATA power connector which is connected to the hard disk drive and the motherboard. 5. SATA 15 power connector. You also need to remove the SATA 15-pin power connector that is connected to the hard disk drive and into the CD or into the DVD drive. 6 and 7, 24-pin motherboard and P4 power connector. Next, you need to remove the 24-pin motherboard power connector and P4 power connector that is connected to the motherboard. 8. Power supply. To remove the power supply, you need to unscrew the 4 screws behind the system unit. 9. RAM or random access memory. To remove the RAM or random access memory, push down on both tabs holding the RAM and case which are located at the both ends of the RAM. 10. CD or DVD drive. The CD or DVD drive is one of the easiest components to remove. You just need to pull it out from the inside. 11. Connectivity center. To remove the connectivity center, first thing, unscrew the single screw holding it in place. After that, you can now remove the 2 cables from the motherboard that is connected on it. Heatsink. Before we remove the heatsink, there are cables that is connected to it that we need to unplug from the motherboard. After that, we can finally remove the heatsink from the system unit by unscrewing the 4 screws that surrounds it. 13. Processor. To remove the processor, lift or remove the heatsink, then remove the processor afterwards. 14. Motherboard. The motherboard has screws holding it into the frame. You need to remove those screws, then lift the motherboard out of the frame. Now, to assemble or bring it all back together, you need to follow these steps. First, insert the motherboard. Second, put back the processor. Third, now put the heatsink. Now, put all back in this sequence. Put back the cables that is connected to the heatsink. Put back the connectivity center. Put back the 2 cables from the motherboard that's connected on the connectivity center. Screw the single screw holding the connectivity center in place. Put back the CD or DVD drive. Put back the RAM or random access memory. To put back the power supply, screw the 4 screws behind the system unit. Put back the 24-pin motherboard power connector and P4 power connector to the motherboard. Put back the SATA 15-pin power connector to the hard disk drive and into the CD or into the DVD drive. Put back the SATA power connector to the hard disk drive and the motherboard. Put back the hard disk drive very carefully. Now put back the outer shell or casing and close it. Then plug every cable that is needed to be plugged into the computer. This is the following cables that you need to plug in: power cable, USB cable, firewire cable, mouse, keyboard, network cable, Ethernet cable, modem cable, VGA cable, and audio cable. Thank you for watching!